Good afternoon, Kent Bain with Nine Business Group and Elevate Your Business Spotlight interview. Jordan Krulak has joined us today. Jordan, thank you for your time. We appreciate having you. Jordan, please introduce yourself and your company, what you do and what makes you different and unique. Why would people enlist your services versus the competition? Jordan, welcome.
Thanks, Kent. Appreciate you having me on. My name is Jordan Krulak. I am in the solar industry. I own a company called Glean. We are a broker of solar quotes. So essentially, we have a network of solar installers right now here in Alberta. We connect installers with homeowners that are looking to learn more and eventually install solar. So each homeowner gets 3 solar quotes. We sit down with a homeowner, educate them on the unique differences between each quote and the unique differences between each installer. Once the homeowner chooses an installer, we make that connection. We take a service fee from the installer, and that's essentially how it works. So the main value add that we bring to kind of that whole process is the education and choice piece. So we are an unbiased educator for the homeowner. We know the industry very well. We know how installers should be pricing. We know what equipment they should be using. So we vet the quotes for them and give them an unbiased opinion on all the quotes and all the installers, as well as helping them with the grants, the $5,000 federal grant that's available right now. We help them get that. And so it's an easier and more streamlined process for the homeowner.
Excellent. Well, that sounds like you take the doubt out too. So you have that
exactly
unbiased education so the homeowner can truly feel comfortable. Good for you guys. I think it's great. You said you've been in business just under 2 years now. Mm-hmm. In that time frame, what has been the biggest challenge you've overcome? And how did you solve it? What does it look like today?
Oh man, that's a tough one. It seems like the list of challenges that I could come up with is hundreds long. I'll pick one. I think that being connecting with installers, communicating our value to installers has been a big piece. A lot of the installers that we have on board right now love our service. They really understand the value. Communicating that to an installer that we've just met, or in a cold call, cold email, that's been a challenge. And we're getting better. So I would say that that communication piece. I think it's the overarching theme of I understand my business. People understand their own business. They know what it brings, but it's how to communicate it from someone else's perspective and show what the value is to them, right? And that's something that we're working on a lot. So.
Okay. What is one thing you know now that you wish you would have known 2.5 years ago?
Couple things. The big one being that the customer always comes first. The customer, they're kind of letting homeowners, letting installers, essentially letting their feedback and what they want drive our business decisions. Not just saying, hey, we think homeowners would want this. We think installers would want this. Ask the installers, ask the homeowners. If we did this, would it make it better? Test it, try it 10 times, try it 20 times. Did it improve our numbers? Did it improve the feedback we're getting? Right. So letting, not just making decisions because we think that they're the best decision, but actually letting this be a customer driven business. And I think that's been really key for some of the success that we've seen lately.
Cool. And it's good. Actually, one of the books I'd recommend based on this, one of my favorites is The Discipline of Market Leaders. What really talks about the 3 different ways to go to market, is do we go to the market with the intention of customer first? Do we go to the market with, no, this is our business model, i.e. Walmart? Or do we go to market where this is the product and you love it, which is called Apple? And so it is finding that balancing act of what is your marketing, your business model that makes sense for you, because you can't be all three. And
No.
you do have to choose the one that aligns with your business values and principles. So good on you.
Yeah.
If there was a pirate, a thief in your business or around your business, what would they be stealing?
So a couple, I'll touch on a couple. So I think data, we are learning a lot about the solar industry, how installers are pricing, what the warranty should be, what payback should be, what equipment they're using, why certain homeowners are moving forward, why they're not, why they choose installers versus other installers. I think that data is becoming very valuable, and it's something that we're looking at long term. So I think maybe that's something that a pirate would be stealing, other than the obvious, just the leads that we're generating, right? Just the homeowners that we're getting in touch with. That would be also quite valuable. But I think the data and being able to show that to, I guess, obviously installers, but homeowners, right? Showing homeowners, this is what a good solar installation looks like. This is what you should be looking for when you get quotes, right?
Now, do they fit? Random question. Does your
Yeah.
typical solar installation work on your average house? Or do they have to go through some sort of retrofit to handle the weight? Or is there really no additional weight?
No, so they get engineered. So an engineer has to structurally assess the rooftop in most instances. In terms of like shingles is the only time, you've got the clay tile shingles and the cedar shake shingles where it can be much more complicated. For the most part, most roofs have at least a south face or an east-west face, which are primarily good for installing solar. Usually north is not great. But you've got the permitting, you've got the design, you've got the engineering, and you got the installation. And I would say the vast majority of roofs can have solar. Yeah.
Excellent. What is your definition of a successful business? And is it different today than it was 2.5 years ago?
I would say so my definition of a successful business is, kind of centered around a balance between, you got the money factor, the revenue side, helping people, helping an industry that you believe in, especially in the solar industry, the sustainability aspect. And I would say that the longer I am a bootstrapped entrepreneur, the more value I place on the revenue generation component, because that it starts to get tighter and tighter the longer you go. But it's, I would say it's still relatively balanced, right? Like we do want to, solve the misinformation that happens around solar. We want to help people get solar that want it. We want to help people become more sustainable that want to. And we want to be overall good for the industry, for installers as well.
Fantastic. I think that's great. I think the one that is a little bit new is, and said quite eloquently, but in a different way, is an industry you believe in. And I think that is cool, whether following a passion, but yeah, following a industry or something that you believe fits with who you are and fits within the marketplace is fantastic. Good for you. One last question. What do you want to be known for? 10 years from now, you look back at Jordan from 2023 and you go, this is what we accomplished. And if there was one thing you hang your hat on, what is that one thing?
I think it all centers around, for me, the education and misinformation piece. When people think solar right now, chances are they think about something that someone told them one time about how it doesn't work. And, a lot of that are myths. And I want to be, busting those myths and be the guy, not the guy, the organization that gets thought of when people think about solar, and they think about, actually getting the right information about whether they should get solar or not just getting pushed one way or pushed the other way. Let's actually figure out, give people custom information for their home that says, yeah, you should get solar. It's a great investment, or no, right? You have a bunch of trees to the south of your roof. you either cut them down or you get solar, and you should probably just not get solar for now, right? So I think that's where I want to start to shift people's thinking on solar and sustainability to more of, accurate facts instead of, just what they heard from someone one time.
Oh, it's great. Legacy for sure. Yeah, just better
Yeah.
information, especially in today's world where it's hard to find, even how do we go? We don't walk into a store anymore and get information. I'm shopping for a new sport watch. Well, I can read all the stuff online, but how do you even go? Well, I went to a buddy who sells into the industry, and he's a great resource. I've known him for 10 years, so there's high level of trust. But even where nowadays looking at a sport watch, where do you go to try it on?
Yeah.
Like, it's impossible. So yes, totally an industry that's up and coming where you don't walk in and test it and feel it and drive it. So good on you. Keep the good work. For all the homeowners out there that are trying to reach you that don't know you exist yet, where would they find you? Where would they get more information?
Goglean.ca, GOGLEAN.ca. We've got a form on there. We've got a bunch of information on there, of course, but we've got the main form on there where you can fill out a couple questions about your home, your address. We will send you a custom design and rough estimate based on how the industry is pricing, and you can decide if you want quotes from there.
Excellent. That is great. Again, thanks for your time. You've been a great guest. Keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate it, Kent. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.